You know, guys, now that I've been without a real RV for a couple of months, I guess, or getting close to a couple of months, what are some of the things that I truly miss about the RV way of life? Well, I'll tell you. Going to the dump station. I always thought that was a big event. I just really looked forward to that. Ha, ha, ha. And what else? Getting to a campsite that is first come, first serve, and all the sites are taken. That's another biggie. That's another one. And my backup site was taken. Okay, that's a biggie. I miss those. And also mice. Mice getting in your vehicle under the hood and chewing on wires and getting in the RV and making a mess, getting in your food and all that stuff. Those are some of the things that I truly miss. And what else? Getting to a campsite and neighbors on both sides have small barking dogs. That's a good one. Or you're out for your morning walk in this beautiful place with a beautiful sunset, and all of a sudden you hear this wolf growling at you, and it's a little lady walking a Doberman Pinscher, okay, and she can hardly control it. And she said, "Don't worry, he won't bite you." Ha ha ha. you know, Hardy har har. I mean, won't bite me. But anyway, what else? Some of the other biggies. Traveling down the highway in a Class C motorhome with a side wind about 40 miles an hour. That's a good one. Or getting into a town and you turn down a street and you're in a Class C that has a clearance of about 13 feet, and you notice a large limb hanging out over the street about 50 feet in front of you that you can't go under, and there's cars behind you, and there's no real place to turn around. That's another biggie. Or what else? Or you go in to get gasoline, and this thing is fuzzing up. No, it's not. Anyway, you go in to get gasoline and pull up to the pump on the outside so you can get out easily. And here comes a guy that is going to unload groceries for the little store there, the gas station store, and blocks you in the front. And you think, well, that's not bad. I'll just back out and go the other way. But just about that time, you're trapped by a guy in a small car that pulls right up against your bumper so he can get to the gas pump next to you. Those are biggies. And what else can I think of? There's a million more, but I'm just going to hit the highlights of the things I miss from full-time RVing about 28 years. What else? Well, of course, gasoline prices were always a factor. They'd go up and down and up and down and up and down. And usually they would go up just as you're leaving your campsite to go on a longer trip than usual. And they shoot up 50 cents overnight. Yeah, that can happen. And then what else? Finding a good BLM site that looks real easy on the map. I mean, you look at it on your computer and ain't nothing to it. Turn left, right, follow it to the end and you're there. Well, what they don't tell you is that there's ruts 4 feet deep that if you get out of, you're going to be high bottomed or whatever they call it for the rest of your life. Or you get to the campsite, beautiful place, beautiful view, and it starts raining. Okay? And you're thinking, I may not be able to get out of here. And truth be known, you can't. So those are some of the pleasures of full-time RVing. Or another fun thing to do was to plan your route. You know, like, okay, there's a spot here, there's a spot there, there's a good spot here, and a good spot there, a good spot everywhere. You know what I mean? Just easy peasy. Out there on the road, just life is a piece of cake. So you get to your first spot, and it's closed for repairs. Not bad. You got another backup just a few miles down the road. You get there, and there's spots open, and you think, well, that's great. So you pull into a spot, get out, get your RV leveled, and hook up to the electric. There's no power. That's why that spot was open, you know. And you turn on the water, no water. So basically, what you have is a boondocking site, you know. And but they're working on it. They're working on it now. You know, they should have it fixed in the next year. And then what else? National forest camping. That was another biggie that I enjoyed a few times actually. And one thing about a national forest, of course, I didn't have GPS. I still don't, and don't plan to get it. But you can get out there in a national forest and make a right, left, right, left, right, left on some of those national forest roads, and you're pretty well turned around. Yep. And if it's a gray sky and you can't find the position of the sun to determine which direction you are, then yeah, that happened to me outside of Grants, New Mexico. I went to the National Forest on 540. Yeah, yeah, and I was totally lost. Well, fortunately, I had cell phone reception, so I called the forest office and told the guy, look, I'm out here off I-40. I can't see the highway. And I told him how I got there, and he said, okay, I think I know about where you are. And he said, turn this way, turn that way. And I did, and eventually I got back to a road that he knew of and guided me out. Had I not had any cell phone service, I'd still be there. Okay, so moving on along, we're going, gasoline here today in Alamogordo is $2.73 a gallon, okay? Oh, I need to turn here too, think about it, because I'm going to Walmart. And the only way to get there is to cut through here. It's not easy to get to Walmart off of White Sands Boulevard going west, I guess. So anyway, what else have I got for you? But no, those are just some of the things that come to mind as I'm taking this short drive in my Transit Connect van that I'm building out to be a camper van, but it doesn't have gray water, black water, generator, and all that stuff. A little bit of solar. I have portable solar, and that's another thing. See, if you have an RV, one of the things that you need to do, if you have a generator, you need to use the generator every now and then because it'll gum up or whatever they say. And here's the parking lot at Walmart. There's a guy in a little travel trailer parked there. There's a guy down there, there's old Rusty, in his Class C. The Class C, looking back, was probably the most livable unit, drivable livable unit on the road, because the Class B is good because it gets 20 miles a gallon. That thing got 10. And is that good? Well, no, it's not great. But it's got plenty of storage on the Class C. See, that therein lies the difference, you know. And I don't see many others. There's a few vans over there on the side. And we're going to pull up here. Here's a guy in a van. He's got his roof vent open and probably got a Max Air vent fan or something. Probably got a YouTube channel and all that stuff. But yeah, those are the things that you guys that are fixing to start RV life or have just started, you're finding out that, you know, all that glitters isn't gold. Life isn't a bed of roses. And yeah, that's just some of the highlights. There's more, you know. I mean, I could tell you about issues that I had with RVs while I was traveling, but there weren't that many, actually. But anyway, guys, just walking down memory lane about my RV career, sort of. And but yeah, enjoy your life your way. I'll do mine. I've got my little van fixed up for camping when the weather gets a little better. This is in May. This is May the 10th, I think, 2024. And yeah, it's starting to warm up here in New Mexico. So, you know, but I'm patient. You know, they've got 8 months a year or 9 months a year good camping weather here. So we'll just have to be patient. So anyway, thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. Buy anything you want. Use the Amazon link if you choose to. Drink plenty of water, stretch, walk, stand guard at the door of your mind. Enjoy your life. And when you get there, after driving for about 10 hours, towing an RV or driving your unit, Class A or whatever, and you get to your campground and you find that the whole thing is under repairs, don't be disappointed. That's just the way it is. Adios. Bye.